Hello everybody, this is Thannus here again, back in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In this episode, we're gonna go ahead and start off by grabbing the Cheep figurine. This figure probably unlocked after we beat the last dungeon, so when we go ahead and pick it up, we should be able to kind of probably unlock the next figure in the current game, but of course we didn't pick it up, so that's an issue, I guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and try that again. Alright, go ahead and head up and try to make it to where the crane arms won't get stuck on the Cheep. Yep, there we go. Should pick it up. Very nice. And now we are going to go ahead and claim our prize. Cheep will drop on the conveyor belt. And we will receive it. Alright. Pick it up. And then we're gonna go ahead and place it in one of the figure's pedestals. I am not gonna go ahead and show that. There's not really much of a reason to. Like I said before, all of the figures kind of aren't really. They're kind of just supplementary. They don't actually kind of result in any end game accomplishment. But I'm going through and putting all of them down just because. Alright, if we go ahead and I believe it might actually go down here. Alright, so you might be wondering, why are we back at Key Cavern? Aren't we done here? Well, if you remember correctly, there was this island we couldn't reach before. Now that we can swim, we can reach it. Go ahead and slice that bush, and now we have another secret seashell. Alright, and now it's time to go ahead and take a visit to Catfish's Maw. I will see you guys there. Alright, now that we're here, I believe Catfish's Maw is, in fact, the next dungeon in our quest. So let's go ahead and go inside. Here we are, level 5, Catfish's Maw. I don't remember the exact layout or rhyme to this dungeon, but I'm sure we will figure it out in due time. A lot of this dungeon is stuff I don't exactly remember at the present moment. Just avoid that thing. None of these blocks can be pushed out of the way. Keep that in mind. But that chest is able to be opened. After this dungeon, we will be able to access pretty much everything else in the overworld now. Keep that in mind. There are, of course, other items in other dungeons, but this is basically the last exploration-related item we have left to get. As you can see, if we go this way, we can't reach that chest, like I said earlier. So just keep that in mind. That chest is there. Just to kind of drill it into your brain that it's there. Go ahead and head left here. Open this chest here. And we will find ourselves with a compass. Very nice. Now we can find the rest of the chests and the nightmare. And go ahead and get rid of these guys. They are not too much of a problem in terms of danger, but they're an issue in terms of walking space, I guess. Now you want to go ahead and jump across these. And these will basically allow you to make your way up to the new area, the new room, I guess you should say. Go ahead and make sure you have enough space to jump. Make sure you don't jump too much in a direction you don't want, because you could fall off. Now, of course, since we have the red tunic, we have enough to kill all of these things in one hit, so keep that in mind. Go ahead and get rid of all the Stalfos here. Get rid of all of these as well, because with these blocks we can actually do something. Now that we have all of those crystals gone, we can go ahead and push both of these in the middle, and I believe we should receive something in return. Yep, there it is, a key. Go ahead and grab that just real quick. And we are able to open the room down below now. Before I go ahead and enter the new room, I'm going to go ahead and do just that. So go ahead and head across this way. Climb up this ladder. Go down here. And climb up this ladder as well. Now that we're back up, we can go ahead and go back out. And now we can open this room just up ahead. Go ahead and head up. And we have yet another room filled with crystals and Stalfos. Alright, making our way through here. These crystals can be a source of rupees and hearts, so I'm just smashing all of them just in case. We do have 2 hearts at the end. The more fill we are, the merrier, I guess. Now I'm going to go ahead and head left first. Just seems more logical to me. Now, as you might be able to see, these kind of blades can be an issue for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get those out of the way. And I don't remember what gets pushed which direction in this room, but I know something does. Not one of these, apparently. I could have swore something does. Come on. Nothing? At all? Interesting. Well, nothing actually gets pushed there. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. Now, as you can see, there's no way to get across there. As I said earlier, for a lot of things that are across large gaps we can't get across, there is, of course, a rhyme and reason for this. So, just, you're gonna wanna be careful in this room, I guess. There's a more efficient way to doing that, with the aforementioned item, I suppose. Of course, we had no reason to go in here anyway, because, of course, we don't have the item that would have allowed us to get across here safely, and even then, we wouldn't have had the other thing necessary to get across that gap and get into the chest. So instead, we're going to go ahead and go into this room. Go ahead and smash all these pots, grab these bombs. This bubble here is somewhat of an issue. You can't push any of these blocks, however you can, I believe, push one of these. In doing so, I was fairly confident that was the case. Doing so, I should have resulted in an entrance, I believe, to somewhere. This thing is being a problem for us. Oh, yep, there we go. We have a chest now. No secret entrance, it's just a chest from killing all the enemies we can actually kill. Go ahead and open this chest up. And we now have the stone beak. Very nice. Now we have to find a room we can actually enter again, which I believe was back in quite a ways back, actually, yeah. So instead, we're going to go ahead and go up. This room is one we have not yet been to. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these stalfos here. Now that we have all of these crystals out of the way, go ahead and just ram into this as well. Keep navigating through all of this junk, I guess. I don't believe these can be pushed either, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just in case. What does this owl have to say? You can't destroy a skeleton with your sword. Try using a bomb. Very interesting tactic you have there. Ah! This is a problem. I would say this is probably the hardest mini-boss in the game. Easy tactic, just use a bomb. Like so. Yeah, there we go. It takes a few times. He doesn't go down in one go. The method at which he is taken down is quite difficult to comprehend because he has to swing, and you have to swing when he's swinging, but that also puts you at risk. It's, actually, this seems a lot less frustrating than it did when I fought him in my personal run. But that's not the first time we fight him. Alright, now he's gone and over with. Let's go ahead and head through to the next room. Get rid of these slimes here. I believe this is a trap chest. I might be wrong. Ah. I see. We have to fight him some more. Very nice. Go ahead and head up this way now. Let me go ahead and push that block out of the way. Of course, we can't get up now, but that's not a big issue for us right now. Go ahead and, put that on X. Alright. Go ahead and, get that piece of power, I guess. Pop all these balloons. I don't think there's much of a reason to pop all the balloons, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, no reason. What is... Oh. Now, there's this room here. That little, inlet there is actually somewhere we can dive. So if I go ahead and go here, I can press B and we can go down. And we enter this area with a few bloopers and a Goomba. Go ahead and keep going through. Get rid of all these guys. Grab the rupees if they drop. I'm gonna kill this Goomba just in case he drops a heart, because I am in need of hearts. Nothing. Oh, actually, it did drop a heart. Okay, now go ahead and go down and resurface at this ladder here. Now we've climbed back up. We can't do anything in here. Great. This is a fun one so far, isn't it? A lot of stuff we can't reach, can't do. Alright. Now go ahead and head back up again instead. Go up here now. There's this room here. Go ahead and actually, I believe, push one of these out of the way. I think I needed to do so with a pot, though, and we destroyed all the pots. Get rid of him. Okay, no, we can't get through here. That is also a bust. A lot of these rooms are busts for us right now. Great. This is a fun dungeon. This is a fungeon. Ah! Now that we're coming in from this way, we can actually go ahead and push this block up. We can unlock that door, but it doesn't do much use for us right now. However, if we push this block down now, we can actually go ahead and enter this door now. And this is the second room where we have to fight the same mini-boss again. Same tactic as before. Just slash him, put a bomb on him, and we're good. Now he's going to wait for him to slash again. And now we can go ahead and put a bomb, blow him up again. And this is a tedious boss. I thought he was difficult when I did my personal run, but I'm not having any trouble now. So I guess it's just my idiot brain from a year ago. Not realizing. Also, this game is almost a year old now. It's almost been a year since this game released. I want to actually manage to beat this game on the channel within a year of its release, so that way I don't have the trend of beating a game long after it's released, like I have with all of my other titles. I want to have a series that lasts less than a year for once. Let's go ahead and destroy all these pots. We can go ahead and actually get rid of that guy that way. Now there's this area here we can't really reach. There's this side door here that we can go ahead and go into. Now we can access this room, and these pots will actually let us enter this area as well. And if we destroy all of the enemies, the door up above will open. And we can go in. This is the third room where we have to fight the mini-boss. He is annoying and tedious. Go ahead and drop the bomb on him again. And we will have yet another success. Wait for him to strike, drop a bomb, rinse and repeat. It's literally the same thing every time you fight him. Get used to it. And this is not the last time we have to fight him, by the way. Alright. That's 3 for 4. He still has not dropped the item we need. Go ahead and head this direction now. Throw all of those pots out of the way. I believe this is probably the dungeon map, because he has the item we want. Actually, he might just have the dungeon key. This might be the item. I'm not sure. Anyway, open this chest, and it's the map. I knew it. He has the item, not the key. Go ahead and head out this way. Now that we have the map, this dungeon should possibly be easier to navigate. So as you can see, that we've gone through here. This room right here is the next room we have to go through. Of course, there's that chest there we couldn't really reach. There's also this room here that we couldn't reach the chest in either. This chest we could not reach. We could go up into this room, actually, so we might go ahead and backtrack down there. These rooms down here we have not been able to reach yet. There's also this room with the cave we couldn't reach, I believe. Actually, I believe we could go there. Only issue is I don't know which leads to where, or which staircase leads to where, so let's go ahead and see if we can't find out now. Go ahead and head back down here into this room. Get rid of these idiots, these bozos. Jump across the gap and head this way. We will have all of this here. As you can see, there is no way to really get this stuff right now. Great. Yet another fluke. It's just a tease. Go ahead and head this way instead. Open this up. Just jump across here. Avoid these guys. Push this out of the way. Go down. And now, we're gonna look for a way to get to that other chest. Ah, we haven't been to this room yet. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Go ahead and get rid of these cheap jeeps. Keep jumping across. And we have yet another ladder there. Interesting. So if we go up here, we'll find ourselves in this room now. I don't believe we've been in this room before. So we are going new places, which is nice and useful. Go ahead and get this guy killed. The flames will stop once all the enemies are dead. And now you can go ahead and head through this next door. As long as you don't bump into a wall like I just did. Again, these fire bubbles can actually be turned into fairies if you sparkle them a little bit with the magic powder. But not much of a reason to do that. Now we go ahead and go across here. There's this electric thing that will zap you. Go ahead and push this block out of the way and head down into the basement area. Now there's this whole area. As you can see, we can't really get back, can we? How are we gonna escape this area? Well, it is finally time for us to acquire the item that will kind of benefit us for the rest of the dungeon. Now, this room might look familiar. I believe we've actually been in here before, but not in the same manner that we are now. If we go ahead and push this block out of the way, we can go ahead and eliminate that. And we also need to eliminate the bubble. So sparkle some powder on it, and it will turn into a fairy. Why is it not opening? Hello? What's going on here? Should open. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is strange. Well, not sure exactly what just happened. But let's go ahead and backtrack now that we're back down in this lower area, because that whole area was kind of useless to us, that we don't want to go through again. Go ahead and go down through all of these. I believe we want to go down into that staircase or up into that staircase. I'm not sure exactly which. I'm going to go ahead and try it down first because it's closer. Get rid of these stall posts here. Go down. And go into the next room. This dungeon is kind of making me not very happy. Alright, we're back down in here. Let's go ahead and move across here. I don't believe we actually fulfilled whatever was on the other side of this corridor. So let's go ahead and see what it is. Yep. I don't think we ever went to the next room, so let's go ahead and find out what it is. Hopefully it's the last room. Yes, it is! We're finally fighting him for the last time. Never again. Flash him again, put the bomb down. Again, same boss fight, just 4 times. Alright, we're gonna go again. Bomb down. Wait a second. Alright. We're gonna slash again, put the bomb down. This should be the last one. Yep, there we go. And he's finally dying. We will receive... This is the hook shot. The hook shot is an extremely useful item, and it will basically cover the rest of the island navigation we have left. With the hook shot, we can access everywhere else in the dungeon. So where we're going to go first is actually those chests we could not access at the start of the dungeon. If we go ahead and head all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon, we'll actually be able to make our way back through. There's also other chests we can now access that were previously locked behind the hook shot. Figuratively, not literally. There's no, like, hook shot lock or anything like that. The hook shot can also be used to stun enemies, but that's not much of a more useful. Well, it is useful, it's just not more notable of a use, I guess. Go ahead and open this chest here, and we have ourselves 100 rupees. Very nice. Go ahead and cross here now, and our next room is actually going to be all the way up across here. We don't have a key, so we can't really do much of anything in here, but there is a chest in this room, so we're gonna go ahead and head back in that direction. Go ahead and head up into this room here. Go this way now. Just jump over these. Not much of a reason to be too concerned about these spinny blade thingies, I guess. Is this? No, this is not the right room. I need to go up, not left. Go ahead and go this way. Grab these arrows. Get rid of these so the thing stops shooting at you. Now you can go ahead and cross here without being hurt because you have the hook shot and you can cross now. Go ahead and go in here. Use the hook shot to grab this chest. Open the chest and you get a key, which is exactly what we need to continue on. Using the hook shot, you can actually also grab the masks of these things, which I just realized. And now we're able to kill them easier. You can also go ahead and destroy all of these pots because I need to just fill my health. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and go through here now. You now have access back into this room. Go ahead and cross again. Our next room is going to be up here, where we can now use the key we just got. Of course, we can't cross. What are we going to do? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and open that. Use this pot. Throw it. Get a new fairy. Just avoid this. Don't worry about that. Open that right there. And we have yet another mini-boss. This is mini-boss dungeon here. What we actually want to do here, we actually want to use the bow and arrow to fight this thing. Once it opens its eyes, shoot its eye. It is very hard to kind of avoid its attacks unless it's like kind of just try to do your best here. Anticipate, I guess. We're gonna take out the one in front first because it'll make taking out the one in the back easier. If you can kind of anticipate when he's gonna open his eye, you can actually kind of get a shot in earlier than he will be able to actually shoot you. Not like that though. I just failed there. But we still got a shot in, so that's fine. Avoid him while he does that attack. That rush, I guess. Alright. As you can tell, your sword does nothing. These are basically a pair of Goma from... Goma is a kind of a recurring enemy in The Legend of Zelda, so... If you fought him in other games, you know how to fight him here. Just remember that. Alright, one of them's dead. Now we just have to take out the other one. He is now going to start doing the rush attack as well, because the other one's gone and he now has the room to do so. Wait for him to move out of the way. And it's when we can get some shots in, we'll do so. Alright. This boss just becomes tedious once they're gone, or once the first one's gone, so try to get this one done without being bored. Should be about one more shot left. Okay, one more, I guess. Not that one. Make sure you avoid getting hit, because you do not want to get hit. Alright, and he's out. Very nice. Alright. So now that he's out, we can go ahead and grab this fairy here, heal back up, and head into this room here. As you can see, we have this whole bottom area completed, so now we want to head back up here and start gathering the rest of the stuff that was in that area. Go down into this dungeon again, and now we have a method of going back, because we can hookshot these kind of areas here. We don't need our bow and arrow in here. Go ahead and head back out here. Jump on this Goomba here, or just hit him with your sword. That works too. Because Link is not Mario. We can't open that, however, we can go ahead and make our way, Okay, it looks like we're not going that way yet. Go ahead and head back the way you came. Even though I actually have something that greatly benefits my progress in the dungeon, I'm still failing to actually do it efficiently, which is just great. Alright, so now we actually want to head. We're gonna go ahead and loop around, I guess. What you want to do, if you want to get across, go ahead and use the hook shot. Not that way. You're gonna want to go down, not across that way. Go ahead and grab those arrows, go down, and we're going to want to loop around now. We go ahead and go this way. And go ahead and get rid of that guy right there. Go ahead and go back up. And now we just want to keep going back the way we came a while ago. Going through these rooms now is a lot more of a breeze now that we don't have to deal with certain things anymore, certain grievances. I believe if we go... Yeah, we're going to want to go up. We're going to just go in this room, head back out, jump over this guy, go up. And now we can actually go across here more efficiently. So go ahead and grab this chest, open it up. We have ourselves a purple rupee. Very nice. Go ahead and cross here now. Now we can go ahead and get this chest as well. Open it up. And we have ourselves yet another purple rupee. Very nice. So, this chest here and this chest here are our last two. We want to go ahead and find a way to get those. Now, if we go ahead and head this way, we'll have access to this room, or area now, I guess. Open this chest up. And we have ourselves a key, which means we can now also access another area. But I'm going to still prioritize getting to that other area that we could not earlier. If we go ahead and open this up, we can go ahead and cross here. We can also get back into this spot here. Go through here now. Get rid of all these guys. I believe we want to go down. Push this open, get rid of this guy here, and head on down to this next room. I want to go ahead and dive down here. I believe we couldn't really do anything in this room before. Yeah, no, wasn't of use. We could not do anything on the exit side. So go through now. Get rid of these bloopers so they're out of your way because they will be a nuisance to you. And once you go up, we'll actually find that you can access this chest now as well. I believe that this is the nightmare key. Go ahead and open it up. Yes, there it is. Alright. So now we have a few more rooms to enter now. We want to go ahead and enter this area now, so we want to actually kind of find a way back. I believe it was this portal here up top. So we're going to go ahead and... I'll see you guys back there just to cut for time. Alright, now that we're back at this staircase, we can go ahead and go on in. And now we actually have a reason to go through this cave yet again. Last few times was kind of useless, wasn't it? Alright. Go ahead and take out these Goombas. Go ahead and point that up, go across there, and go on out. Now that we're here, we can go ahead and open this block up. Now we actually want to go down here, position ourselves just right, and grapple ourselves across. And now we have the boss. This is the final challenge of this dungeon. Now, if I recall, this boss is not too difficult. So, you are the outsider here to wake the ancient fish. Hehehe, I shall eat you. What is it? It is a spike. However, the spike is not what we want to hit. You might see that head there. It is the slime eel. Alright. We just want to avoid the tail there. The slime eel's head is what we want to aim for. But once he opens his mouth, we want to go ahead and... I'm not doing too swell at this boss, am I? As you can see, I'm not good at this. You can jump over the tail. If you're having trouble with that, you go ahead and do that. But we have to be in front of the slime eel's head when he's actually opening his mouth, and this tail's making it difficult to do so. Oh, of course. Of course. We still have our fairy. Yeah, we do. We're good. I'm actually going to go ahead and use that real quick because this is an issue. And I would rather not die, even if we have a fairy to revive us. We go ahead and hit that there. We can kind of accomplish something, I guess. Of course, there's not much of a use in the tail, because it's kind of hindering us massively from actually succeeding with this boss. This boss is a nuisance. Alright, you can pull him out farther now. Hit that more often. We are farther along now than we were earlier. I don't think that's the real head. I think he has fake heads later on. Yeah, that's the real head there. Go ahead and hit it a lot, as much as you can at least. We are almost dead. We need to finish this boss quickly. He doesn't poke his head out as much anymore, so go ahead and pull it out like so. And that's the last hit, just barely. You don't seem to know what kind of island this is. What a fool. Anyway, that's the last hit. We almost died. Thankfully, we didn't. We just barely got it there. That's the hardest boss, I would say, probably. I don't remember any harder boss. Go ahead and get the piece of, or the heart container. And now, let's move on out. Here it is. We got the wind marimba.